Hello Aries, thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Cosmic Slumber Tarot by Tilly Walden. Website in the bottom is liminal11.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you would like to. Supportive Oracle cards, Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Is it all in there? Yeah. Illustrated by Jesse Reish, and there's websites at the bottom. There is a website at least. Hayhouse.com, I believe, is down there. Feel free to check that out if you'd like to. All right. Aries. I've had a lot of happy energy today, and I feel like that's going to continue for you. Let's see. Okay. I think something is actually going to go really well. I feel like even though there's a rough card here, I don't see it holding you down at all. It's very interesting to me. This is not a new concept or behavior or whatever you want to call it for Aries. You're not going to put up with certain things, and people might approach you and think they're going to push you over, but you're like, oh, you got the wrong one. Look, oh no, you found the wrong one today, because that's not how this is going to work. I'm trying to understand what's going on here, because I keep seeing these two cards with you standing your ground. Like, Aries standing their ground. If you decide it's time to, you will, and that's not... Like, people are... I don't know. Aries is not a good one to push, because you guys get mad, and then you'll show people, like, oh, you really are going to regret that, and I'll teach you not to do that again, to me. That's how I take it, anyway. The Two of Cups coming in with the Three of Swords... I feel like you're okay. I feel like you're quickly shutting somebody else down. You are disappointed in what happens, but I don't feel you holding on to it afterwards. I feel like there is resolution. I think that's why I'm seeing this come in, and I don't feel bad about it. I kind of feel like it's welcome. Like, oh, there's a problem? All right, I'd rather deal with it. I don't want to pretend things are good that aren't. I don't want to pretend things are good that aren't. Something isn't right here, so the truth needs to come forward. Aries is about the truth. New decisions coming in. The truth has to come forward. Somebody feels insecure about it. I don't think it's you. I think somebody's telling you the truth. Somebody who really... You mean a lot to this person, and I feel like they're devastated that they have to tell you what they have to tell you. You don't like hearing it. I wouldn't say it was like, oh, that's great. No. I feel like it's more like, all right, that's what's happening. Okay, then, let's handle that. It's not a fun moment. It's not information you want to hear, but it's kind of, all right, then let's handle that. And I do feel like once the cat is out of the bag, if you will, things get a lot better. I feel like I'm already looking at this situation like, whatever this person is, I feel like you do value them like they value you. Because I kind of get that both ways thing here with the Two of Cups. It doesn't have to be romance, by the way. I know a lot of people connect Two of Cups with a romance, and probably valid so. I just don't always. I get like that's kind of like a very good connection. Like somebody that values you, you value them back. Usually very positive, depending on what's going on around it. But when this person tells you this, I feel like I'm looking back and I'm like, well, that's why things have been screwy. That's why that didn't make sense. That's why that didn't go right over there. They've been hiding this from me, and through the efforts of hiding it, that's why things have been off and things have not been right. And I feel like I've been trying to get the truth for a while, and I feel like they're really upset to tell you this, and I feel like you get that. Aries will have compassion if somebody not only is honest, but they show some type of potential to not repeat the same problem. Does that make sense? Did I say that right? Like, if we're going to rectify this and it's not going to keep happening, and whatever got us there is not going to happen again. So, like, if they were, like, hiding something from you, for example, not only are they bringing forward what they were hiding from you, but they're also kind of, like, apologizing, like, I should have never have hidden it from you to begin with, and you're like, correct. But however they're expressing this to you, you feel confident that the chances of them pulling this again on you are low. I'm just going to say low. I don't know if he believes in absolutes. I'm not a person to believe in absolutes, but, however do you want to look at it. I feel like then, yes, compassion can happen here. There's a lot of conversations going back and forth. There's a lot of talking. There may be a few other people involved. How does that factor in? There may be a few other people involved. I don't know how to feel about that. Definitely communication. Other people involved. Okay, this is what I'm getting. Aries can be diplomatic if so warranted, but there's got to be a really good reason for it if you're going to kind of like play nice with certain people. Sometimes that will come out because I'm not going to give somebody else the advantage over somebody I love, or the advantage over me, for like an Aries energy, if you follow me on that. So I'm not going to give a manipulator tools to manipulate me, or tools to manipulate somebody I care about. So I'll play nice. I'll play it the way I need to, in that strategic sense. I'm not going to arm somebody who's got ill intent. I'm not going to arm them. I'm not going to be like, oh, you hate me? Here's a knife. No. Like, no. You don't like me? Let me give you something to hurt me with. Okay, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. I know you're not. But that's what I'm trying to get at here. I don't know if I'm saying it right. That's all. I'm also pointing out to the person who came forward with the truth, other people, their behavior, and how they made it worse for them. Because maybe some people advised them to not tell you things. Maybe some people advised them to keep it a secret, like, oh, it'll blow over, Aries won't know the difference, just don't say anything to Aries, just let it pass, blah, 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 whatever. I might be kind of like, well, okay, this is the person that led you down that path. Let's look at that a little closer. Let's also look at their life and the train wreck that it is. Wherever it has to go, I'm going to let that go. Because I feel like that could go on quite its own rant. We're just going to let that go. If that's hitting, you know what it's about. I don't think I need to tell you anything about it. Compassion, you do have compassion for this person. I feel like this is another reason I'm seeing the 9 of Wands for you. You have the ability to blow up if you wanted to. But whoever's showing you this information, who's telling you the truth, you're not happy about it. You might have the urge to blow up. You might. But you're kind of like, all right, wait a minute. I want to know more. I'm going to hold it together because I want the information. I got the strength for it. I'm going to hold it together. Tell me more. Tell me more. Okay. You have compassion for this person. I feel like you're holding back. You might be holding back your temper for this one. You might be. You do have the capability of it if you decide fit, depending on how things factor in. Who's saying what to you, how you feel they're treating you, where their intentions towards you truly lie. All that kind of folds in there too, I'm helping this person dig themselves out of this hole. I'm giving them a plan. I feel like you are helping somebody dig themselves out of a hole. This seems to be very good. This bonds you closer with this person. This is really healing for them and really good for you too. You're showing them the strength they really have, and you're showing them, if you work with me, I'll have your back. We can work this out. I'll show you how this can go better for you, and we can be a lot happier, and we can build this bond a lot stronger. A whole new phase. Like, it's not just a new beginning. I feel like this person is evolving with how they value certain people. They're realizing that Aries will tell them the truth. It may be uncomfortable, but at least we can fix it and we can have improvement. They're seeing other people in the sense of like, they may think they know what they're doing, but they just create problem after problem that creates more problems to the point where just every day is just not good. I feel like they're rebalancing. I don't know if that's the right word. They might be walking away from certain people, or just kind of like, they might be more superficial with people they feel like they have to deal with because they feel like they have to deal with them, but they might not be confiding or like, taking advice from certain people anymore. Like that's the whole shift change here. You and this person, like I feel like you're helping them dig out of a hole. Emotional or otherwise, could be financial, whatever. If it's financial, there's whatever you're doing, you're helping them dig out of a hole, however you see fit, however you literally see fit. Things are getting a lot better. You're also learning things about some of the people around you that you're like, oh, I mean, I knew they had that trait, but I didn't realize they were aiming that at me. One of those things is happening too. Like, oh yeah, I know they do that, but I didn't realize they were messing with my life like that. So strategic though. I don't see you calling anybody out. It's just kind of like, no, I'm not going to let them know I figured that out, but I'm just going to keep it in the back of my head. Like, I thought you knew better than to mess with me. Apparently not. But there's no point in calling them out because like they are what they are. But yeah, again, I'm not going to arm them. I'm not going to let them know I know what's going on there, because that just gives them more reason to hide it. No, it's like arming a villain. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna hand you a club to beat me with. No, I don't think so. But it's kind of like, I'll keep that in mind. The situation, whatever this is, what you're dealing with this person, it does seem to blow over fairly easily. There's more to that. I want to be careful how I say it, because I feel like you know what, I see people for who they are. I'm just not going to let people know that I see them. You got the Lover's card, and you got the Seven of Swords. You're on good terms with people who kind of sneak around for the purpose of keeping your eye on them. It's kind of like the little kid who steals from the cookie jar. If they don't think you know that they're stealing from the cookie jar, they don't sneak it. They don't take as many precautions to hide what they're doing. And the more relaxed they get with stealing the cookies, the more you start realizing, okay, when they steal these cookies, are they eating them right away, or are they putting them in a stash? And if they have a stash, where's that stash? And if they have a stash, what is in that stash? Like, I feel like I'm kind of like, let me just kind of unpack this, peel away the layers, and see what else is going on here. For strategic reasons, I feel like I'm letting people think I'm on good terms with them, even though they're not on good terms with you. They just don't know it, because I'm going to find out what else is going on there. So I feel like we're just going to kind of fold into a whole new phase there. Aries tends to call things out because you don't have tolerance for it. I get that, but the Aries is also very strategic, kind of like, wait a minute. Other things are going on here, so I'm going to play nice. I'm going to smile. I'm going to nod. I'm going to get along. And they're not going to think I'm a threat. They're not going to think I'm even paying attention to them. And then I'll really find out what they're screwing up, and I'll see how many things they're screwing up and to what level. And then I can handle that where necessary. But I don't want to arm this person and let them know I'm watching them, because they'll just get more sneaky. And I don't need that. So I feel like that's where this is going. It doesn't seem like this is upsetting you at that point. Kind of like, well, they are what they are. And I feel like I almost kind of want to giggle. Kind of like, oh, they think they're getting one over on me? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, they're not. But I feel like also, I feel more empowered and more strong, kind of like I can work around this ridiculousness, because again, they don't see you as a threat. They don't think you know. And I can like maybe throw a couple monkey wrenches into their stuff without them knowing, and kind of have some fun messing with them in that sense. I don't know. Aries is usually more bold, but kind of like Aries has that strategic side, so it's kind of like, oh, they want to mess with me? Okay, let's see how fun this can get. I see that going on. Take it with a grain of salt. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm like, oh, Aries can be extremely strategic, and people don't know that. I feel like a lot of people misinterpret Aries, and they don't realize Aries can be mad strategic when you want to be. And you can play it if you want. You have the ability to play it if you want to. There's just got to be really sufficient reason for it, and then, well, you know, people may be shocked. You have a lot of capabilities that people don't realize you have. I feel like people underestimate Aries a lot, and I do feel like they underestimate Leo for some reason. I don't know why I'm throwing that in. You're Aries, not Leo. But in case that makes sense for somebody, like if you have some type of Leo connection in your chart as well as Aries, people probably underestimate you a lot. They don't realize what other talents and possibilities you do have at your disposal, which is just an advantage for you. I've said that before in my life. I was like, go ahead, underestimate me. It just makes it easier for me to get what I want. Go ahead, knock yourself out. Anything else? All right, I'm going to shut this down here. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.